Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about a subject that is so core to all of the loving relationships in your life. We're going to talk about how you love yourself is the way others love you. And it's going to be 10 tips to self-love. But before we begin, I want to remind you that if subjects of this nature interest you or other wellness and life coaching subjects are of interest, go ahead and click on the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified every time there's a new video. So, how do you love yourself more and set a precedent so that the people around you treat you with that same kind of love and respect that you deserve? The first thing that you really should make a priority of is spoiling yourself. Spoil yourself as a routine way to make your life sweet, and also to send a message to yourself and others that you being happy, your well-being, and you being pampered is a priority. Ways that you can spoil yourself is going shopping for something that you love, making yourself a delicious, beautiful meal, taking a bath, eating healthily, perhaps buying yourself tickets to a show that you really want to see. Anything that's meaningful to you. And this is really going to be specific to you because your way of spoiling yourself could be very different than what somebody else sees as a treat for themselves. The next thing I want to encourage you to do and show yourself and others as an act of self-love, and this can be a difficult one, is saying no, setting boundaries to things. We often find ourselves in situations where we are pitted against the desire to help and do what's right towards someone else, but also being honest towards ourselves about what is true to us and what is right for us. And this can be a hard boundary to set, but if deep in your gut or in your heart, or you really feel like there's something that you are making yourself do for somebody else that really isn't working for you, that doesn't feel right, then you need to go ahead and set that boundary and just say no. And it can be a very simple act, sometimes saying no, and yet it can be so hard. Your mother calls and asks if you can make her something. You really want to do it, you know it's the right thing to do, but that same day you had planned on having a spa day with your partner. And now the guilt sets in. How do you make that decision? Well, of course, I'm not advocating for you to not be empathic and not do things for others. Sometimes we will decide to sacrifice, but ultimately, if you're continually sacrificing and never saying no to anything that comes your way, you will get worn out and you will be unhappy. And you will teach people around you that you make them, more important than yourself. And ultimately, if you're not doing these things for yourself, who will? Because in the long run, each of us needs to be responsible for our own well-being. It's kind of like the mask in the airplane when they tell you to put your mask on first before your child. Really, you're not going to be able to help anyone else if you're not taking care of your own needs. So make sure to say no. The next thing is, number 3, focus on your positive traits. Sometimes we're demeaning towards ourselves, we feel like it's not modest, or we have a hard time, pointing out to ourselves the things that we do well and that we're good at. But don't feel bad about this, and actually make it a priority to say, you know what, I am a wonderful writer, or I'm smart, or I'm funny, or I'm good at sewing, or I'm a good friend. Balancing out, always looking at what you're not good at, what you're bad at, beating yourself up, and kind of having this loving relationship toward yourself is so important, because if you are loving towards yourself and you know how to pick up and highlight your own positive traits, it will be easier for you to do it with the people around you. If you're a perfectionist with yourself, if you're difficult with yourself, chances are that's the way you're going to be with the people around you, and that's the way people are going to start being with you, because that is the script that's running in your head. So focusing on the positive and having gratitude for what you're good at and what the positive things are about you will just put you in a more positive and more loving mind space with yourself and others. Um, the next one, which is a really, really big one, is forgiving yourself. Learn to be forgiving of yourself. If you make a mistake, instead of beating yourself up over it, take a deep breath and have this reaction towards yourself of, okay, I made a mistake. People make mistakes. What can I learn from this? What can I maybe do differently next time? And that's it. Let it go. You know, you can't change the past. So if you start beating yourself up over mistakes that you make, you're just going to make your future the past. And you're also going to teach other people that they can be unforgiving towards you and treat you that way. And you're going to be forgiving, you're going to allow people to treat you in ways or to perhaps be too aggressive towards you when you make a mistake. So making mistakes a normal part of being a human being. Be forgiving and be loving towards yourself so that other people can be loving towards you. And also this will improve your ability to be forgiving towards others because you will automatically fall into the pattern that you use with yourself. So it will be an overall loving and winning atmosphere for everyone. Okay, the next one, the best one on the list, is make fun a necessary priority. Fun should be an essential part of your day. Sometimes we get caught up in what's necessary. Work is necessary. Paying bills is necessary. Taking care of our kids is necessary. Maybe working out is necessary, but fun is not created as a necessary part of the day. So whatever fun is for you, if it's just lying in bed and watching Netflix without moving, if fun is doing a dance video, if fun is going to a concert, make this a regular part of your routine and not just a splurge. Fun is a necessity, and the more you allow yourself to indulge in fun, the more others will indulge you in fun, the more you'll be able to give fun to others. Just allow it to be a big priority. And remember, fun looks differently for different people. Fun for you could be solving a jigsaw puzzle. It's very individual, and don't judge it. Just run with whatever your fun is. Take care of your body. If you want people to respect you, if you want to love yourself, you really need to honor and take care of your body and invest in it. Eat well, exercise and keep your muscles strong. Get fresh air. Get a little bit of sunshine. Go outside. All these ways, your body is a deep, deep priority. Have a relaxation practice. You can see some of the meditation videos that I put up as well. And really just make sure that honoring your body is part of your routine. Choose respectful friends, and also surround yourself with people that respect you and love you and nourish you. If you surround yourself with people who have bad habits, who treat you poorly, this is going to be kind of a pattern that sets itself up in your life. So it does matter the people that you circle yourself with, that becomes your life. Now I know we don't choose our family members, but we can kind of create an energy with these family members about how they treat us based on how we treat ourselves. And so really trying to surround yourself. Perhaps you'll spend more time with your cousin that is kind to you and reliable, and not really nourish your relationship with your cousin that never calls you back, that never makes an effort, that the relationship is one-sided. So conscientiously choosing who we keep in our life is a big part of loving yourself and having that other people treat you the way they should. On this note, don't run after people that don't invest back in you. Choose people wisely. Your friendships should be even. Having even investment in relationships makes you feel valued and allows you to keep your energy for the things that matter. If you have a best friend from childhood, and for years now you're the one that always calls, you're the one that always honors, you're the one that always makes an effort, at one point I want to encourage you to just stop and instead open up that space to a friend that does make the effort back, to a friend that does care back, to a friend that, a new friend that might be honoring this new you and giving the love more so. Taking vacations. Whether taking vacations is just driving for a day to a place an hour away that has a beach, or allowing yourself to jump on a flight to go to a place you've always wanted to visit. Making space for vacations is really, really a big message to yourself and to the world around you of self-love and attracting more interesting experiences and people to your life. And finally, the last, number 10, make space for your genuine emotions. If you're angry, allow yourself to feel the anger, to be with it, to give it a place. If you need some comedy and it's time for humor, and you're at home and everybody around you is being depressed and you don't want to sit in that space, allowing yourself to go and watch some comedy and make space for your necessary emotion. If you're sad, let yourself cry, let that sadness out, express it. Making a space for your emotions sends a message to others that your emotions are important and that they need to make space for it, and make space for those emotions as well. You will feel more free, you will feel more loved, and you will feel that the entirety of you is included and is loved in the process of your self-relationship and relationship to others. Now, please do share in the comments section below any tips that you found have improved your relationship to yourself and others, tips for self-love, or anything that you found has made a transformational change in your life. Do not forget to share this with anyone that you love, and as well to click the subscribe and notification bell so that you can get more videos like this one. Wishing you a blessed and loving day.